Hi everybody, it's me. I'm just doing a really quick maintenance video. I wanted to share a few tips and lessons learned about this protective style, so stay tuned. Let's get to it. I wanted to do a really quick video. I've been asked a few questions on Facebook and Instagram and even here on YouTube about how I am maintaining the style and then what I'm doing to upkeep the curls and things like that. So I wanted to share that with you and share my experience thus far. The first thing is my nighttime routine. I sleep in a huge satin bonnet, and then when I wake up in the morning, I simply shake my hair out and just pull the hair in place. Oftentimes what I've noticed is, especially in the back area, I have to pull the hair down a little bit just because it can get kind of caught from being in the bonnet all night. It can kind of get scrunched up. So I just pull that curl down just to kind of place it into the shape that I desire for the day, and then just place the curls where I need it to be. I can do even some additional separation if I want the hair to be bigger. One thing that I have learned, because I did separate quite a few of the curls, it easily frizzed up and I did have to recurl a few of the sections, which is no big deal. It was really simple. I even have some now that I'm getting ready to recurl, as you can see. And the process is the same. I just went row by row and grabbed a few sections that I felt needed to be freshened up, brushed it out with my Denman brush, and then just rolled it, and I'm gonna prepare to dip it in hot water. So another question I get is regarding the actual curl and the tightness of the curl. The tighter you desire your curl to be, the hotter you want your water to be. If you don't want a tight curl, then your water doesn't have to be as hot if you want more of kind of a loose wave. That's been my experience with it, and that's part of why I had to recurl a couple of sections too, is because when I first started the installation and dipped the back, and you can probably still see a couple of spots in the back, the water was not as hot, so the curl was more of kind of a wave than it was this effect. This effect gives it more of a look of a Bantu knot out, and that's the look I was going for, to give it more of a realistic look of, you know, if I did a Bantu knot out or a flat twist out. So that's a tip for you all. If you want your curl to be tighter, make sure your water is hot and extremely hot. And then as stated in the original video, which I'll link below, when you dip your hair or the roller in the water, you want to leave it in for about 10 to 15 seconds. That's just my recommendation. You don't have to keep it in that long. I've seen other tutorials where they dipped it for just 5 seconds and it turns out good as well. But I wanted to make sure that the water had an opportunity to really seep through to the roller and all throughout the hair, and then just let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. That's been a great method for me, and that's how I was successful in achieving this type of curl. The other thing I wanted to share with you is how I care for my scalp. Put some tea tree oil, massage that in, and it really helped with the dryness as well as the itching. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is my experience with this hair. This is the first time I've used Marley hair from the Janet collection. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm used to free tress hair, and I think it's because it's a little bit softer. The Janet collection does say on there that it has a really good human-like feel. It's not just horrible, but I'm just used to a different type of texture with my Marley hair. Marley hair in and of itself is going to be a rougher type of hair, just because that's, you know, the type of hair that it is. Marley hair has that really rough texture in the first place. So I didn't expect for it to be just as soft as my normal hair would be, but it is a little bit rougher than what I'm used to. And also it can tend to kind of get frizzier, but like most of my styles, when I'm wearing my natural hair, I don't mind the frizziness because it gives it more volume, gives it more of a realistic look. I'm going to link an article about protective styling below that's posted on IamTeamNatural.com. I'm officially one of the contributors for that website, so I want you to go subscribe and make sure that you're following that website, IamTeamNatural.com. I'll link it below. But yeah, I did an article on protective styling to give you a better idea of why protective styling is a great thing for naturals who are trying to retain length for their hair. Hopefully this helps to address all of your questions. If not, as always, leave your questions in the comment section below and I'll be happy to respond. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye! make sure you click on the link in the description box to check out the original tutorial below. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Bye.